What's going on, guys? So today's video, well, this is actually going to be an interview. So this is interview number 3 that I am doing. So the first one was Mark Robes Away, then it was Stephen Redless. Now we got James from the J ROYL channel. So James, thank you very much for doing this one.
No problem, Chad. Thank you for downgrading to J ROYL after starting with Robes and Stephen from Redolescence.
So, well, next one after you is going to be Coach Rob 619. So.
Oh, cool.
All right. So, question number 1: what does J ROYL mean, and why that name?
So I started on YouTube as a fitness YouTuber.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I did 2 videos a week for 6 months and gained about 30 subscribers. I love my 30 subscribers if you're still watching. ROYL actually stood for Rest of Your Life, and it was an acronym that I made for my brand, ROYL Training. My whole philosophy was do something that you would be able to do for the rest of your life.
Interesting. That's actually really interesting.
Yeah, rather than just, a fad diet or, a crash diet. It's like, no, it's like do something that, you really believe in and you can sustain. So I just kind of transferred over to J ROYL, and believe it or not, Manny from Cascade Sense kind of coined J ROYL.
Okay, so James ROYL.
James ROYL. So
okay.
the brand sort of stayed, but props to Manny for the cool nickname. And I guess for fragrances, it's like, yeah, this is a journey that we're going to go on for the rest of our life. Hopefully this isn't a phase that's going to pass me by. And there's a lot of fragrances that I plan on having for the rest of my life.
Same here. Yeah. Question number 2, what fragrance got you hooked?
I think the first fragrance that really opened my eyes to how cool fragrances can be was Issey Miyake, L'Odyssée pour Homme.
Classic.
Yeah, I had fragrances before then, but that was the first one that really got me compliments.
Okay.
Which I know it's like everything it's all about compliments, guys. No, it's not. But it made me realize that cologne isn't just something you throw on. It's actually, it can enhance your image, your appeal, your confidence, all that. So
yeah, definitely. All right. So what is your all-time favorite fragrance for men, but also for women?
I got to go with Xerjoff Naxos.
Excellent one.
And you know what? It's unisex, so it's good for women and men, right?
I actually have that one because of you. So I just a little decant because it's a little bit too pricey for this cheapskate. So. All right. So question number 4: what is your all-time least scent for men and women?
Least favorite scent for men and women.
Yes.
I hate Fahrenheit 32 by Dior.
Okay.
I hate it.
Is that the white one?
It's the white one.
Why
yeah.
do you hate that one?
Because I wore it to the keg one time. I got a nice steak with my brother, and I just kept smelling vanilla vomit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got puke vibes from it. And
did you finish your steak then?
Yeah, I had to, I just dug my nose into that meat, so I didn't have to smell myself.
The keg ain't cheap, let me tell you.
No way.
But that's actually a really good scent. So, but that one could be both unisex, can it not?
Yeah. It's advertised for men, but does kind of go both ways. It is very vanilla heavy, but not in the way that I would like. Just the way that it sort of interacts with the other notes just totally turned me off.
All right, but what's your least favorite for women?
For women, I'm not a fan of La Vie Belle.
Okay.
I think it's almost good, but it's just way too much for me. It's a bit sharp.
Okay. So question number 5, what is your first niche purchase?
Ooh, first niche purchase. I think it might be Original Santal by Creed.
Excellent scent.
I love that scent. I think it's still my favorite smelling Creed fragrance to this day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how big is the collection right now? Because I know that you tend to sell a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I bought some stuff from him not too long ago.
Yeah. Especially now, I've done a bit of a downsize. I'm decluttering my entire life. My closet is half empty now. My fragrance collection isn't quite half as big, but if I have to estimate, it's still about 120 maybe.
And what was its peak?
I think at my worst, I would say 210.
Okay.
Or 210. I think that was my rough count.
I'm not there just yet, but it's slowly getting
there. Yeah.
What is the most expensive purchase you've ever made, and what fragrance was it?
I think it would have to go to Alexandria 2 by Xerjoff.
Okay.
That was one of those, it's in the Oud Stars line, but it's like one of those really high-end ones.
Okay, yes.
And I think I must have spent way too much, but I think around $400 Canadian, and it was only 50 mil.
Oh, where'd you get it?
Facebook.
Oh.
So I got a guy, it was actually from India, and it was a sealed box because he has a lot of these really cool connections. He's beloved on the Facebook groups.
Okay.
Like everyone likes him.
See, I thought it was maybe at like Saks or Holtz. Or
No,
like
it was
that.
in the discount market. If I went to Holtz, I'd probably spend like $600.
Oh, wow. No, because like when you said, like when I was asking that question, I had a feeling it was going to be a Zerzhov-sen.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be the Renaissance one.
No.
Question number 8. How long have you been doing this?
Doing this as in like
YouTubing.
Okay, I think I started about 3 years ago with fitness and maybe 2.5 with fragrances.
Okay, and
Yeah.
how long have you been a part of the fragrance community then?
Honestly, I would say not much longer than that. I would say about 3 years. I was totally blown away when I discovered the fragrance community because I always liked fragrances. I always collected them, but only since I discovered you guys and you, I went nuts. Like I realized how many options there are out there. And you're actually the first person to sort of to kind of catapult me into the fragrance community on YouTube. If you guys don't know Chad, like he had me on his channel when I was just starting as a fragrance YouTuber.
I like working with a lot of people, and we're actually from the same community, so
Yeah.
you literally live like 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops from my door.
So cool.
Yeah, we don't work together enough, so that's got to change though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, okay, number 9, are there any business ventures you would be open to if a company approached you?
In regards to like fragrances just in general, or?
Yeah, so it could be sponsorships, could be your own brand, but this question kind of intertwines with other questions, just so you know.
Absolutely. I have been approached for sponsorships with a company called Scentbox.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So Scentbox. So they're essentially sponsoring 2 videos. I just got to shout them out. But really, all I need to do is make a video that I normally make. Just kind of mention their name and mention that I'm sponsored as well. Because the way that I feel is if you like the product and you're being genuine, then then why not? Obviously you don't want to be a sellout and all that, but we put a lot of work into this, right? So it's nice to be compensated as long as you're sticking to your values, right?
Yeah. No, because I know that like in the last year, specifically 6 to 8 months, people have been having an issue with reviewers getting free bottles or sponsorships. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with treating your channel as a business as long as you're open to it. Yeah. And you're not really selling your soul out there.
Of course. And I mean, if you are, then more power to you, but that's not the way that I like to operate,
So question number 10. If a company came up to you and asked you to create a scent, what would you call it? And would you want this to be indie, niche, or designer?
Now, if a company approached me and asked me to create a fragrance with them, I would call it Office for Men. No, maybe something
Slight diss jab.
No, I mean, Jeremy's he's a decent dude. I talked to him in one time. No, I guess for lack of a better term, it'd obviously be within the Royal brand. So maybe something like smell like royalty. Royalty EDT.
Okay.
Yeah.
But would you want this to be indie, designer, or niche?
Now, when we're talking about indie versus niche, is that usually just about price, would you say?
No, well, like indie, I'm thinking like zoologists, imaginary authors.
Something a little more creative and avant-garde.
And then niche, you got like your typical Aqua de Parmas, Creeds, Clive Christensen.
I would love to work with Aqua de Parma.
Oh, yeah, you love that brand, I know that.
I like Creed too, but I mean, Aqua de Parma I love that all their fragrances are really wearable. They kind of showcase, like a note usually, especially in, the ingredient line or even the Blue Mediterranean line. So I would love like a watermelon Aqua de Parma fragrance,
Wow.
And then call it Toronto di Buongiorno. I don't know.
Well, we do have a very large Italian population in the GTA.
There you go.
Question number 3. Name 3 guys that you would like to collab with in person that you haven't done so yet.
Oh, okay.
Now you've worked with a fair number of people.
Yeah.
Not as much as
you.
I'm the little Wayne of the community from what Big Beard Business says, but I'm just a man whore. I work with pretty much anybody.
Yeah. You know what? But you like people. That's a good quality, right?
Not people in my line of work. I like people as in one-on-one type of thing.
Yeah.
Individuals.
Yeah. Bit of a salute. That's
Yes.
okay. Nothing wrong with that. I would love to work. I would love to work with Ashton from Gent Sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think we kind of vibe, especially taste-wise and fragrances, and we obviously were a part of Team Top 5 together. So I indirectly was kind of working with him in regards to live streams, but like a in-person collab would be pretty cool. I think that's a good question. I haven't worked with Steve from Redolescence in a video, and he was one of the first people that I watched on YouTube for fragrances. He was definitely one of my big influences as well. So shout outs to Steven. And
but did you meet Steven?
I met him, yeah.
Okay.
I got to meet him when I did a video with Carlos from Brooklyn Fragrance Lover.
So, you see, if I knew that, I would have invited you out a couple of weeks ago when he was in town.
Yeah, you know what? You needed your alone time with him. So
we do have a bromance, but it was a family trip. But if I knew that, dude, I would have, yeah.
But you know, I'm home for good, so there's always next time. Okay. So yeah.
And third,
I'm a big fan of Dallas from Chaos Fragrances, but we have collabed before. Maybe.
These are in-person collabs.
Yeah, Jay Copeland.
Ah.
Jay Copeland, because he's an amazing, gifted musician as well as a great reviewer, and I think we could do some sort of fusion of music and fragrances that I think would be really cool.
His voice is the smoothest and calmest of all the guys out there.
Mad envy on that voice. But.
All right, so question number 12. Name 3 past reviewers you wish were still around.
Ooh, there was those 2 Canadian dudes. I forget their names, and I always forget their names. But if you know who I'm talking about, they're
is it Miguel Hirozuka?
No, they were there's just 2 they didn't have a crazy big following, but they were really funny, just candid Canadian dudes, and their channel is completely gone now.
I don't know who you're talking
if you know what I'm talking about, comment below, because I just wish I remember their names. But I'll comment in the comments below, because I'll definitely remember later on. But other than that, the thing is, I've only really been engaged for the last 3 years, so I don't really know too many of these super duper OGs as well as you.
Yeah. Are you talking about Cody? Cubby?
Not Cubby, no.
Cubby or Vitor?
Vitor, I know. Vitor, I like his videos. But no, these are 2 guys. They weren't around for a crazy amount of time. But and of course, Triple Link. He hasn't made a lot of videos recently. We kind of miss his content.
He's coming. I think he came back slowly though. He's
he
putting
did.
out one here, one over there.
Yeah, he's not locked in and hustle and committed which he probably shouldn't be if he has other stuff going on in his life, because life is so busy, right?
Question 13. What is the best between the 3? English, French, or Italian perfumery, and why?
I can rank them?
No. Which
Okay,
one
just
is
one's
the
the
best?
For me?
Yeah.
Italian.
I thought so.
Italian. Yeah, Italian perfumery really resonates with me. I love the Mediterranean. I love Italy. I've been there a few times, and it suits my palate a little bit better. It's more. There's more citruses. There's those nice green qualities to a lot of their fragrances, and French perfumery, I feel, it's a bit more sensitive and delicate and caters to a more feminine nose palette a little bit more.
All right.
I love, obviously, Chanel and all that, but what I reach for most is Italian, and there's Xerjoff too.
And the Acqua di Parmas would probably be.
And the Acqua di Parmas, yeah.
Okay. Question 14. If you can stick to only one fragrance company, what would it be and why? I think I already know this one.
It's a tough one, actually. You know what? I might... Can I say Parfums Vintage?
No.
Because they kind of cover all bases. Honestly, I think I might go Creed.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's tough. It's honestly, for one company, it's between Creed and Acqua di Parma.
See, and I'm thinking it's the Acqua di Parma.
Yeah, like Acqua di Parma, I think I wear a little bit more because, you know, it's a little more versatile overall, right? And Creed, sometimes, you know, you got to pick and choose a little bit more. But Creed has some pretty good, cool weather stuff too, you know, with Royal Oud. Original Santal is one of my favorite fragrances ever. Tabarot Millésime is actually a great cold weather fragrance too.
That's you. That's a challenging one for a lot of people, though.
I mean, I wear it in the fall. I wear it in the spring. I think it's a great fresh tobacco. But yeah, I think Creed is just has a little more of a spectrum, like in terms of how well-rounded they all are. Like I can wear it more times. But if I was in a warmer climate, Acqua di Parma, 1,000,000%.
Okay.
If it was colder, Amouage.
Amouage. Okay. 15. Name 3 channels that you watch and never miss a video, or hardly miss a video. You could be politically correct if you want.
I hardly miss Chaos Fragrances. I hardly miss...
Tough one, huh?
It's a tough one, man. Because, like...
There's a lot of reviewers out there.
Mm-hmm. I sometimes miss yours. Unfortunately.
That's fine.
No, but I watch quite a few of yours.
Oh, thank you.
Especially these interviews. I did my research.
I hope so. 'Cause I don't want to make you look too bad now.
And Redolescence. I think he makes great stuff. Actually, Big Beer Business.
Okay.
Yeah, I like his stuff quite a bit too. Just a very dynamic film quality.
He's very charismatic.
Yeah, and he has great production too. I think I've been watching a lot of camera stuff now, like camera videos, because that's the thing that I want to improve in my videos, just the film quality. And I do respect that he has really high quality in his filming.
Okay. What's the best thing about being on YouTube?
You know what? Interacting with people. I was in a bubble, you know, when I first started, and I had like a collection of maybe like 10 fragrances.
Okay.
And I thought I was kind of weird for that. And then I went on Facebook and I went on YouTube and I realized, hey, there's like, that's like a small fry collection compared to a lot of these other people.
Yeah.
And I also love that I can talk about something that I'm really passionate about and have a lot of fun doing, and, you know, kind of get compensated for it too. We're at a point now where, you know, we're getting some ad revenue, and that doesn't hurt, you know, getting compensated for something that you love doing, and it takes a lot of work, you know, but I think it's worth it.
Okay. Have you ever been noticed on the street or in public?
Yes, a couple times. Once, actually, in the last year at Laziz, I was picking up a shawarma. And some guy's like, hey, are you on YouTube, man? And I said, yeah. And he's like, yo, J ROYL, man, I love your stuff, dude. And then, yeah.
They're like the #1 shawarma place in all of like Peel region. Or
quote unquote,
like that.
That or Osmos. It's a very tense sort of situation. Kind of like Alexandria and Dua, actually.
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
Yeah. And then another time I was just walking down Toronto, and then someone yelled out, J ROYL, what's up, dude? And then there was a bunch of times when I would like sell fragrances, and then they'd be like, I love your videos, dude. But that's a little more obvious because it's a fragrance meetup. So like, you know, yeah.
Question 18, what is the funnest or proudest video you've done so far?
What am I most proud of? I think I have maybe 2 different answers. What I'm most proud of maybe is my top 10 regrets video.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, it was a video I made just about like things that I maybe wasn't happy about. Maybe I could have done differently. And I'm not one to sort of live with regrets, but you know, it was worth mentioning in that video. It was kind of in a slightly vulnerable time in my life, so I felt like I really wanted to open up, and so hopefully, you know, people enjoyed it. But it was kind of therapeutic for me to put that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think I skipped this one. But what would you like the J ROYL brand to be? Is this just like, you want to do this for a living? Do you want to make like connections within the entertainment industry? Just have it as a hobby?
You know, I'm the type of person that I'm a completely an open book, and I don't even really know what I want this to be.
Okay.
What I'm doing though is I'm kind of living in the moment, you know, taking everything one day at a time, and just being as open-minded as possible and open to anything that sort of comes up. Because, you know, when I started on YouTube, I was kind of really doing the fitness thing. I just bought a home gym, and I was like, hey, you know, maybe I can, you know, monetize this and do something with it.
And that's really hard too, because the fitness community on YouTube is really saturated.
Incredibly saturated, you know, and everything will be saturated at some point. So you just got to focus on what makes you different, and that's what I've been trying to do. That's what I've been trying to do with the fragrance channel too. But I feel like now that I'm into it, it's just so much fun, and I'm just gonna keep on going with it, see what happens. I may have, like, you know, a spin-off channel here and there, but if J ROYL is going to stay as a fragrance channel, and
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it. So, guys, James, thank you very much for doing the video.
Thanks for putting up with my chatterbox of a mouth.
Hey, it's all good, man. So, but that's what makes the videos interesting. The audience gets to, like, because people only see a certain side of us.
Yeah.
So I don't like diving too deep into like the personal matter, but you definitely get a little bit of a better sense of the person, like the guests, you know. So yeah, I'm really glad that we did this one. And guys, I'll attach all of James's social media down below. I've been doing this for, you know what? It's actually 6 years today.
Jeez.
6 years today.
Happy anniversary,
I
big
thought
guy.
it was actually yesterday because unfortunately today is the anniversary passing of Mr. Siage.
Mr. Siage. Siage soldiers, man.
That guy's heavily missed, but I've been doing this for 6 years. You've been doing it for just, I think you started in the winter of 2017 and you already passed me in subscribers. Man.
It's not a competition, dude.
I know, but you know, it's like some of us old guys are like, shit, man, I got to do something different. But
Yeah.
I do have fun with this, and I do like doing these types of videos because it's different. You know, nobody else is doing it. So guys, again, thank you for watching. All of James's information will be down below. James, thank you once again for doing the video, guys.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for doing this in general. Like, it's really, really cool.
My pleasure, buddy. So guys, we thank you for your time. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.